And media icon Leonard Mambo Mbotela, who passed away Friday, leaves behind not only a rich media legacy, but his death also marks almost the end of an era for independent broadcasters. Mbotela, who was a household name, had been a broadcaster for 58 years. Duncan Haemba takes a look at his life and times.
The iconic and legendary signature of the fallen veteran broadcaster and media icon Leonard Mambo Mbotela, who straddled the media landscape in Kenya, ostensibly radio from 1964 to 1997 when he retired, but was retained on a contract until 2022 when he finally dropped the mic, inking a record 58 years of reigning the airwaves and being one of the most influential and authoritative voices on Kenya's radio. Mambo Mbotela is best remembered as a fluent radio commentator for presidential functions during late President Daniel Arap Moi's reign, news presentation, soccer commentary, and his famous J, Hu ni Ungwana program that advocated for social order. He was also an author and a Kiswahili teacher on radio. His biggest and most unforgettable experience in his broadcast career is the night of August 1st, 1982, when rebel soldiers stormed his house in Ngara Estate in the wee hours of the night, drove him to Broadcasting House, Voice of Kenya Studios, now KBC Radio, and forced him at gunpoint to announce that President Moi had been overthrown. The Air Force mutinous soldiers wanted to use Mbotela's credibility to assure the country that there was no government in place. It took about 2 hours before the mutinous soldiers were run out of town by loyal forces, who again ordered him to retract the early announcement and inform the country that President Moi was still in power and coup masterminds had been overpowered. The fallen media giant started working at the national broadcaster in 1964, when it was known as the Voice of Kenya, where he served for 33 years until 1997, when he formally retired, and his sole duty was broadcasting, before taking a contract for another 25 years, when he finally called it a day in 2022. As revealed in his J. Hu ni Ungwana memoir that was published in 2023. In 1984, he was recruited into the Presidential Press Service, PPS. Mbotela was born on May 29, 1940 in Freetown, Mombasa, and was the firstborn in his family. He was named Leonard after famous British missionary bishop Leonard Beecher, who taught his father at the Alliance High School. In the foreword of his book, J. Hu ni Ungwana, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi summarized Mbotela's journey as a Mombasa Freetown-born child who grew up in the larger Ukambani region, worked in the Rift Valley, and got domiciled in Nairobi to thrill millions of listeners from Broadcasting House, Nairobi. Indeed, a legend has fallen. A chapter has closed, marking end of an illustrious era. The unforgettable radio maestro has signed off at the age of 84. Fare thee well, Mzee Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Duncan Haemba, NTV.